We begin tonight with revelations so brutal, so abhorrent and abominable that they are difficult to read, much less report to you here at the dinner hour. It now appears there are no limits to Vladimir Putin's invaders' depravity. From a United Nations investigation by a panel of independent legal experts, we learned today Russian soldiers have raped and tortured Ukrainian children and carried out a large number of executions in Ukraine. The UN investigators risked their lives to track down the horrors of Putin's brutal war, visiting 27 towns and settlements across 4 regions in Ukraine, interviewing more than 150 victims and witnesses. And their conclusion? Russian soldiers have committed war crimes. The panel made several chilling allegations. Among them, Russian troops committed sexual and gender-based violence on elderly people and on kids as young as 4.
The Commission has documented cases in which children have been raped, tortured, and unlawfully confined.
The panel's chairman said Russian forces used explosives in indiscriminate acts that killed and injured children. He added that they were struck by the large number of executions in the areas they visited. Despite repeated denials from Russia about committing war crimes, the panel found evidence of hands tied behind backs, gunshot wounds to the head, and throats slit. The report follows other recent allegations of war crimes. Last week, Ukrainian investigators dug out a massive burial site in the liberated city of Izium in northeastern Ukraine. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said investigators found more than 440 bodies. Investigators report they found evidence that some of the dead were tortured. Some bodies had broken limbs and ropes around their necks. Ukrainian forces are not blameless. The UN probe found 2 instances in which Ukrainian soldiers committed war crimes on Russian troops. The report comes as Russian officials hold what the U.S. calls sham referendums in occupied Ukrainian territories. Voting began today in 4 regions in the east and the southeast. U.S. officials warn the Kremlin will rig the results, just as they did 8 years ago in Crimea. President Biden has said he'll not view any outcome as legitimate. In Ukraine, here's NBC's Richard Engel.
Critics dismiss today's vote to join Russia, held in Russian-occupied Ukraine, as a farce. No secret ballots, no foreign observers. The vote overseen by pro-Russian militias. U.S. and NATO officials expect Russian President Putin will use the vote to justify annexing more Ukrainian land and then threaten to defend the territory with nuclear weapons, potentially setting the stage for a nuclear standoff. Putin has his back against the wall and is facing growing backlash against his new military draft. In one video, as new recruits set off for war, a child cries, "Daddy, come back." Some Russian men are rushing to escape with massive traffic jams at the borders, one estimated to be 6 miles long by an online map tracker. Flights out of the country are sold out for now or prohibitively expensive.
It's just insane, like all my friends in danger.
Ukraine's President Zelensky, speaking in Russian, encouraged Russians to protest, fight against Putin, or surrender once they reach Ukraine. Many in Ukraine see Putin's call-up as an act of desperation. There's unity behind what's seen here as a war for survival. That sense of purpose drew Benjamin Ikuta from California to volunteer delivering humanitarian aid near the front lines.
Everyone is so united and believes so strongly in the cause of preserving Ukrainians' existence. And I just find that very inspiring, and that's what keeps me here.
For the news, I'm Richard Engel.